my presentation on ballet, but then I caught part of a conversation that inspired me to do my presentation on redefining feminism. I walked into this classroom while everyone was discussing their topics for the core final, and I overheard one of my male peers telling other female students not to do their talk on feminism. And it seemed to me, he was saying how boring it had been last year, hearing all these girls presenting on feminism, and it seemed to me that he was very dismissive about the topic, as if he saw no value in it. So naturally, I decided to do my talk on feminism. I began to question why it was that nowadays people shy away from the term feminist and choose not to be associated with it. I realized that feminism has morphed into a term with negative connotations in today's society. Part of this may be attributed to the misconception that many people have that in the United States we have achieved equality between men and women. However, being treated equally under the eyes of the law is not enough. There must be mutual respect between each gender. The fact that women make up nearly 51% of the population, yet hold just 16% of the seats in Congress, the fact that 1 in 3 girls between the ages of 16 and 18 say sex is expected for people their age if they're in a relationship, and the fact that only 2% of women think they're beautiful says there's something wrong with the way that women perceive themselves and the way in which society and media tells everyone to view women. Women are being marginalized, objectified, overly sexualized, and not being portrayed as intellectuals through media, which is why we see such a discrepancy between men and women in high-powered positions. We see this impact that media has in society on our perspective of the feminist movement. Andrea Dottolo, a psychology and women's studies student at the University of Michigan, stated, "A movement of powerful women can be seen as threatening. Reflecting on that, the media creates negative stereotypes of these powerful women. Who would want to be a bra burner? I personally feel the weight of these stereotypes as I speak to you. I feel that by only speaking of feminism in front of people my own age, they will roll their eyes and put me in a box of what they think someone who advocates for feminism acts like. This feeling that I have right now explains why only 23% of women in the United States identify themselves as feminists. To be a little embarrassed about discussing an issue that affects 51% of the population directly and the other 49% indirectly is ridiculous. We, as the present and the future, have the enormous responsibility of redefining feminism for modern times. There is not a policy reform that can change the meaning of feminism for us. It is the mindsets of the next generation, us, that has to change. Feminism is about flexibility. Flexibility that allows a woman to be respected and admired if she chooses to be a CEO or a housewife, because both of those positions are essential in some kind of structure, be it a family structure or a company structure. We must break the stereotypes of feminists so that our view of feminists includes women with heels and makeup and men with large egos. The new type of feminism does not move to destroy gender roles, nor is it achieved at the cost of emasculating men. We must, the new type of feminism does not move to destroy gender roles, nor is it achieved at the cost of emasculating men. We need people to see the necessity of feminism. We need feminism so that we will have a Miss President. We need feminism so that young girls will see themselves as the heads of large corporate businesses. So that I will not feel embarrassed for being a feminist. And so that the boy sitting in the back of the classroom will not be made fun of when he says that he too advocates